Good evening, everyone. Welcome to our webinar today. And the topic that we're discussing today is trading market analysis for gold and Bitcoin. We're just waiting for more participants to join us, and then we can maybe go ahead. So how are you guys doing today? Are you having a great evening till now? If so, give me a thumbs up, and I would strongly suggest that you have a paper and pen ready for today's webinar, because Sahil is going to be discussing a lot of important and interesting topics. Okay, so I'm just going to start by explaining a little bit about 9X Markets and what we do. 9X Markets, we are a multi-jurisdictional CFD brokerage firm. Our mission is to basically educate the traders, to help them with the right tools and insights, and for them to make the informed choices when it comes to trading. We also ensure that our clients have smooth and seamless trading experience on our platform. A little bit about myself. My name is Rosie, and I have been working in client-facing roles in multiple sectors, and I've also completed my master's from the University of Manchester, where I studied business. Currently, I'm more focused on learning more about the trading sector and how global events and economic indicators really shape and the trading strategies and performances. A little bit about the speaker today, Mr. Sahil Khan. Sahil has more than 8 years of experience in the finance and trading industry. He has worked in London, and he brings hands-on experience in terms of strategies, tools that are to be used in stock market CFD sector, and you will have a lot of fun today where Sahil will be explaining about the market analysis, the techniques to be used for gold and Bitcoin specifically. So now I'm just going to hand it all over to Sahil for him to go forward in the session.
Hello guys, I hope everybody is doing well. Long time no see. I was really missing the webinars here, especially my loyal audience. First of all, thank you guys. You know that you are coming again and again. That's the biggest win, because every time you are showing up, coming again, taking the webinars, that means you are showing interest. That means whatever we have learned so far, there is some kind of a progression, and because of that you feel confident in the markets, and that's what really I wanted to do. So today, as my colleague Rosie, she just explained what we will be doing about today's webinar. It's not about teaching something about support resistance, about the markets, indicators, like what we used to do back in our other webinars. Today we will be looking in the live market, especially gold and Bitcoin. Now we both know, about the gold and Bitcoin charts. Very difficult to understand if you don't know how it works, if you don't have a clue. Why? Because very volatile. Okay, I'm sure a lot of you guys have lost a lot of money in gold, specifically in Bitcoin, because the nature of these products, because they're too volatile, too extreme, and with very less knowledge, it becomes really difficult to trade them. So without wasting any time, I will be moving further, going on the live charts on my screen, and one by one we will do the analysis in the live market, that how we will be moving forward, what do we think about the market. But before that, I really want some thumbs ups, and I want to see some love here to make sure that you guys are enjoying it. Some past webinars, you learned something, just give me some thumbs up here so I can see that what we are doing is actually useful. Really thankful for you guys for the thumbs up. This is the only thing I personally like it, that if I'm making any benefit, giving you any advantage in your life, giving you a skill where you can enhance yourself, learn, and then live your dreams, fantastic. What else I can want? So without wasting any time, let's go to the web trader, 9X web trader, the one and only, the best in the world. First of all, guys, can you see my screen? Just give me a quick thumbs up once again if you all can see my screen. Fantastic, I'm seeing some claps. Looks like everybody can see. Okay, so first what we will do is we will start with gold. Okay, So now I want you guys once again to pay attention on the screen. I know I look handsome, but suddenly, unfortunately you have to look at the screen here, and then we will be moving on, and I will show you how we will be analyzing the gold chart. So okay, I want everybody to pay attention on the screen. Take a notepad, pencil, pen, whatever you want to carry, because things I will be talking about are actually really important, and I will try my best to keep it very simple, because look, there are so many ways of doing the analysis of the same chart. Okay, some people believe like indicators are the key. Okay, some traders, they just think support and resistance is everything. Okay, but what we want to do here is, I'm seeing you guys as completely beginners. Okay, so I will try my best to make sure that the way I do the analysis today, it will look like from a completely beginner's point of view. So I will not be using very heavy terms, I will not be using very heavy indicators. I will try my best to keep it sweet and simple. Fair enough? So without wasting any time, let's start. So firstly, what are we seeing here? This is XAUUSD. This is the name of gold, US gold. Okay, what we are seeing right now is a chart in front of us, and these are the time frames. Those who are already trading with the 9x markets, they are very well aware about the fantastic platform, that how you can actually capitalize everything. All the indicators, tools, and everything is over here. The time frames are on the other side, so it's very sweet and simple. Once again, no confusion, nothing that you won't understand. So yeah, let's come back to the point here. So what we are looking here is a daily time frame. Okay, now I can also pick 4 hour, 1 hour, 30 minutes, but why I'm starting with daily time frame? Any questions, anything in your mind? The reason for that is, the higher the time frame, the strong your analysis will be. So this is rule number 1. Okay, so always try to make sure, even if you are a day trader, scalper, swing trader, it's always a good idea to draw your analysis on a higher time frame. Why? Because higher time frame holds more accuracy. So in this case, you can see there is a weekly one, there's a monthly one as well. Of course, we can use that one as well, but an ideal time frame, I'll say, is a daily time frame, weekly time frame, and I will tell you what we will be doing with that. So without wasting any time, daily time frame, this is what we are seeing on gold. And now I'm seeing, if I just scroll back my mouse a little bit just to do some back testing and see what is happening recently with gold. So what I'm seeing over here is, if I look at all the way at the bottom, you can see the data is from 2023. This is May. Okay, so at this point of time in 2023 mid, the price was at the bottom, and from there onwards, what I'm seeing, that the price is picking up the pace, and slowly we are seeing that is going up. And I'm sure you all heard in the news as well that the gold is on its all-time high, all other kind of relevant news. So we can easily see that the gold is on an all-time high in a bullish momentum. So one thing, by zooming out the chart, I can clearly say that the momentum, the direction of this product is in upside. So this is an uptrend. Okay, and we only look in that case the upside opportunities. Okay, think like this: if the trend is going up and you are looking for sell entries like this for downside, what would be the probability of your wins? Okay, number one, you're going against the trend. Okay, and as I always say in my webinars, that trend is your friend. If you go with the trend, you take the opportunities with the trend, your chances of making profit becomes much more, rather than you go against the trend and then you fail to capture movements. So first thing, now we know the price is going towards upside, overall trend is bullish. Next thing, what I will be looking here is, where is the price? So I can see at the moment in the live markets, the current price is 3,336. Okay, now how do I trade from here? Okay, no clue, because what I'm seeing is recently from April onwards, if I see the time here, 17th of April onwards, all I'm seeing is gold going up, down, up, down, up, down. This is what's happening. What we call this, when something like this happens, we say this is consolidation. So right now gold is neither going up neither going down, is just in a tight consolidation. Okay, in that case, it comes now onto support and resistance. Those who have attended the webinars before, they know very well what is support and resistance. Those who don't know, I'll just quickly tell them. These are the area of values where sellers are there, where buyers are there looking to buy and sell the market. So if I go here, open my tool, horizontal lines, what I will be looking first, I will be checking nearby my price, where is the area where I can see the selling pressure will come. In that case, what I will see here, every time price reaches up to this mark, I'm seeing some kind of a selling pressure comes in and price goes down. So based on that, I believe this is a very strong area where I can actually place my resistance. Okay, resistance is always above the price and support is always below the price. Okay, so in this case, I have successfully drawn now my resistance area. Coming back to support now, okay, this is just half part of it. So now we have a resistance, we have current price which is up to here, and then resistance, as we can see, is still quite far. So now we need to look for a support level. So what I will see here is, I will see price bounce back from here, then once again from here, then here, then here. So now the confusion must be, where do I actually draw my support? Should I draw over here or should I draw over something like this? Okay, so now you can see there's one support here, one support here. Now which one is correct, which one makes more sense? So I'll tell you, both of the support levels are completely fine, but the only difference what we need to see here is, we need to see which is the nearest support level to our price. And if we see the current price, this is the nearest support level. Okay, so if we see according to that, by the way, can you guys see my screen? Just give me a thumbs up if you can still see clearly my screen. I don't see any thumbs ups. Is all good, guys? Can you see my screen? Fantastic, fantastic. I just wanted to make sure I'm not just getting tired and nobody is watching. So coming back to the point, both of the support levels are completely fine because they are showing respect. Look, on this support level, price came all the way down, bounced back and gone up. That means price respected this area. That means this is a valid support. Okay, but this one at this point of time has no interest for us. There is no interest in this one, so I'll delete it. Why? Because this is too far from the price. If I have to wait this much, that will be days, weeks. I need to wait for the price to come over there and then take the trade. So this one makes more sense. Why? Because this is more relevant. This one, as you can see here, there's a one touch, price bounce back. There's two second touch over here, price bounce back again, and this is the third touch. Okay, so there are three touches. Remember the rule, when you are drawing support and resistance, you should always have at least two touches. Okay, did you guys understand this point? Just give me a thumbs up once again, or do you want me to repeat? Two touches, yeah. While drawing support and resistance, always make sure that you have at least minimum of two touch. Okay, in this case, one touch, second touch, three touches. Even though this is a solid confirmation. Why? Because we have three touches over here. If you talk about the resistance, touch number 1, touch number 2, touch number 3, touch number 4. In a short period of time, we have 4 touches on resistance and 3 touches on support. That shows us that the support and resistance area we have drawn actually makes sense. Price is respecting. I'm not drawing something which makes no sense. Okay, so fantastic. So now step 2 is done as well. Now we have a support area and then we have a resistance area. Because what's happening in the price, that the price is consolidating in the same box. Now you can see it looks like a box. You can see that price is just going up, down, it's in a range. Okay, so what we need to do is, maybe the price this time comes back here and then drops from here, or price, as we can see right now, very bearish, that there's a high chance that price will come up to here and then bounce back up, or maybe not even bounce back, it will just break and go all the way down. So what should we do in this scenario? That's a very valid question. Okay, so what we need to understand here is, we need to make sure that we are once again look at the trend which we looked at it earlier, and we saw that the trend is up. Okay, so because the trend is up, we will be only taking interest in buy side entries. Okay, I'm not saying that here you cannot take a sell entry. Of course you can take a sell entry, you can take buy entry, but with the odds, if you want to go with the trend, this is something which will make you more confident, which will make you more reliable on the charts, on the candlesticks. Why? Because you're very new in the market, and when you are very new in the market, you need to make sure you follow the basics. As I said, there are 100 techniques of trading the same chart, but I am going with the easiest one so you guys understand. So in this case, what we will do is, if we are only interested in the buy entries, we will wait for the price to come to our nearest support area. Why? Because right now where the price is in a no man's land. Okay, understand it like this: if I take a sell position from here, and if it goes back up, it can easily hit my stop loss and I can lose my capital. Okay, or even if I sell from here, look at the amount, like I'm risking how much, from 3,335 to here, and where would be my stop loss? Of course above this resistance area. So is it a good risk and reward trade? I don't think so. Why? Because I'm going for a sell here, my stop loss is somewhere at 3,500 and my take profit is just this part. That makes no sense. This is a bad risk management, this is a bad risk reward. So even though this gives you some kind of a profit, but this is a very, very bad kind of a trade. So all we need to do is, we need to wait patiently for the price to come here, and here we want to see some kind of an action on the support area. Why? Because on the support, same like you and me, there are millions of traders who are looking this chart right now live. They are just thinking, okay, price last time came in here, bounce back, from here bounce back, even though there is a slight slippage over here, but then the price bounced back again. Same thing happened here. That means there is something in this area which is near 3,274 to 2,380. There is something in this area when every time price comes up here, it bounces back. So that's why this area becomes a very key level for us. And what we need to do is, we just need to wait to make sure that the price comes all the way here. And then let's just say we assume that the price is here. Okay, what we need to do, the next thing, we need to see bullish candlestick pattern. Now those, once again, who have watched the webinars before, or who are with the 9x market training from myself or the analyst in the team, you guys are very well aware what am I about to say. Okay, so candlestick patterns, they work as your trigger, okay, as an entry trigger. If you know what is a bullish engulfing cat pattern, if you know what is a morning star, these kind of candlestick patterns help you to execute your trades. I'll just give you one example. Here you can see, I'm sure a lot of you guys know this 3 candlestick pattern, what this means. This is a morning star. Those who know what is morning star, just give me a thumbs up quick. Just some thumbs ups, guys, if you know what is morning star. Okay, looks, yeah, I can see some. So those people who are continuously trading, they know what they're doing, they know, they have memorized these candlestick patterns. They know as soon as they saw this morning star, they took the entry over here, and that was their next target area. And look, price exactly gone to the resistance and drop down again. Okay, another example, if we look at this candle looks like a hammer stick candle. Hammer stick candle is once again a very popular candlestick pattern. Those who know very well, as soon as they saw this candlestick on support level, on the next candle, they must have gone upside. And look, as soon as they opened the trade, they were in profit. Suddenly they came back again, and at this point they must be seeing themselves in negative. But where is the stop loss? Of course, you always put your stop loss somewhere. Let me just draw for you guys so you understand. Let's just say somewhere here. This can be your stop loss, because you always need to give some room. Okay, never put your stop loss like this tight. What will happen? It will trigger, and then you will see that the trade will hit your stop loss and it will go in your direction, but you are already out, so it's a big loss for you. So don't do this kind of a rookie mistake. Always make sure give enough buffer to yourself. Even here or here is always a good idea. So this line can be worked as a stop loss. And what you can see, when it comes to take profit, you should always aim for the previous high of the chart. So in this case, the previous high was here. This was the highest point. After this, the candlesticks came down. So if you have taken the entry over here and you were in minus, suddenly you can see the price is about to go up and suddenly comes to the same area where the previous high was and then gone down again. So if you would have put your stop or take profit somewhere here, you would have made some good potential profit. Clear? Any questions, guys? Anything? Thumbs up if the concept is clear so far. And I will also show you the other side as well. Look at this candlestick pattern on the resistance. This is a sign where it means this is a bearish engulfing candle. As soon as you have seen a bearish engulfing candle, you can also take here a position, and then of course you can see that the price is dropping down and it's actually hitting the support area. And because overall trend is up, we will be only looking the buy entries. Now that's why in trading, a lot of times people who are teaching or mentoring, they say like, we are just teaching you, you need to do back testing, because no strategy is 100% correct. Why? Because as I explained you, that you can even make sell opportunity here. There is a good candlestick pattern and you can sell and make money, but imagine somebody must have put this take profit here, but price didn't go up to here, although resistance is here, a bearish engulfing candle is here, everything is here, but the price, instead of going all the way down, it started going back up. Why? Because the trend is in the upside. So people, what they do is they just read half of the information, they take only half the side of the information, they plan their entries, and once they lose their money, they lose their capital, they say like, oh, my mentor taught me this, he said exactly do this and you will see the results. But they don't see so many things behind, like trend direction, consolidation, news factor. Might be there's a time right now when news is about to come. So there are multiple factors. That's why there is nobody in the market will tell you that yes, use this method and this will work 100%, because anything can happen at any time. And this is why we always focus on risk management, because if our risk management is quite good, if we know how to minimize our risk, we can always take again more positions and maximize our profits. Always look at it like this: if you're taking 10 trades in a week and 6 of them are winners with the same strategy and 4 of them are losses, you're still in 2 profit. 6 minus 4 is equal to 2. That means you still ended up your week with 2 winning trades. And those 2 winning trades, let's just say if both of them are like $20 each, that means you ended your week in a $40 profit. Does that make sense? Fantastic. So this is what something you always need to do on. Step 1, look at the trend direction. Step 2, look at where is the price. Step number 3, the nearest swing high and swing low. This is where you need to aim for your support and resistance. And step 4, wait for the price to come nearby and then look at the candlestick pattern. If there is no candlestick, do not force yourself, don't take the trade. Okay, if you see a clear pattern, if you see the momentum is shifting towards upside, this is a signal, this is a sign from the market that the trend is continuously going upside. So this is really important for all of you guys to pay attention, because there are very, very slight lines between taking a right trade and a wrong trade. So this is what we are expecting in the upcoming weeks. In short, if I quickly wrap it up, the gold analysis, we might see that the gold will drop a little bit more, maybe somewhere come to this area. And if I quickly go on a 4-hour time frame, I might see, look, there is another support level over here, because price is respecting here, here, here. But if I draw a line and consider that price will take a U-turn from this area, this might be a little bit tricky. Why? Because 4-hour time frame analysis is not greater than the daily analysis. So if your daily analysis are saying you to stick to this area, that means this area is really valuable. Okay, so once this area is valuable, that means you only need to pay attention to this area. Okay, maybe price will come here. If I draw again quickly a line, and let's just say this is your 4-hour support level, maybe you will see that the price will come here, start going back up, but then suddenly you will see it will drop again and come back to the original daily time frame support level. And this is the original area where the liquidity is hiding, and you will see that the price will bounce back. Whatever happened, look, this is the perfect example. Look what happened. Price dropped. Suddenly a lot of people thought, oh, 4-hour support level is here. They started buying. Suddenly they're seeing themselves in profit, and what happened? Suddenly price reversed, hit everybody's stop losses. Let's just say even if your stop loss is somewhere here, a little bit wider from this candle, it hit your stop loss, it took your money, took you out, suddenly gone all the way down, and then look, when it jumped back up, how long it actually went. Okay, so this is what you need to always understand. Okay, and why only from this area price reversed? Because if you go on your daily level, you will see that this area is your daily time frames support level. So just give me a thumbs up if you guys understood the concept, and then we will move on to the Bitcoin. Meanwhile, what I can do is maybe I can just stay calm for 2 minutes talking a lot. Fantastic. So guys, I really want you to keep an eye on this and see what's happening in the upcoming weeks, because if this is how the market works, that means you know that you are going in the right direction, the analysis are quite fine and everything is good. So just give me 1 second, let me have a glass of water, because this is not an easy job. So let me just have a drink. Let's go back to Bitcoin now, BTC USD. Those who don't know, this is the name of Bitcoin US dollar. Okay, now very similar, we can say. Again, I don't think so I have to tell you guys what is the trend direction. I'm sure all of you guys know what are you seeing on the screen, but still we will follow the steps what we actually did on gold. So first step, I will scroll a little bit. I'm sure you all know by heart with the Bitcoin that it's keep going up and up, but still when we're doing the technicals, we always need to check what happened in the past. So 2023, look, it was all the way at the bottom, and now suddenly we are seeing a rise. This clears one thing for sure, that the trend is in a upside, in a bullish momentum. Okay, so now we will come back to the recent price. What we are seeing right now, the price is on 119452. This is the area where the current price is. What was the step number 3? Step number 3 was to find the nearest swing high and nearest swing low, also known as support and resistance. So because we are on a daily time frame, even if I do this on weekly, let's see on the weekly, this one I don't consider it a touch because it just broke it. The price here did not respect this area. Okay, so this is our support, and when it comes to resistance, I can always draw a resistance level here, because there's one touch with this big wick. You can consider this 2 touch, 3 touch, but I'll count this as 1. Now what is the problem here with the support level? Before, when we were doing the gold analysis, I told you guys that you need to see always at least minimum 2 touches. What we are seeing on support level is just a single touch. Okay, so now if I need to do some back testing, look, there is not much for me. So in this case, now I'm a bit confused that the support area which I have drawn on the charts, is it actually the correct one? Or if the price comes back here, instead of I take a buy here, it starts dropping down and I lose my money, it hit my stop loss, what happens? So what we need to do is we need to go to a 1 hourly 4 time frame. So we'll go down in a time frame, and here we will see that the support area which we have drawn on the daily time frame, do we see some multiple touches? And now suddenly look, 1 touch, 2 touch, 3 touch. Okay, and this is the one I was telling that I don't count, because look at this, price nowhere respected this area, so this is a no. But look, 1 2 3, I already got on a lower time frame 3 touches. That means this is a strong area. So anytime on daily time frame, on weekly time frame, if you are struggling to find minimum 2 touch, 3 touch, it's always a good idea to lower down a time frame and see over there. Even if I go on 1 hour quickly, I can see, let me just see, 1 2 3, even on 1 hour showing me 3 touches. That's enough confirmation for me, so I can return back to the daily time frame. Okay, so right now look at this, how close the price is to my resistance. Okay, and since this trend is going all the way up, so I'm not looking to wait, because what is the probability? Think like this, what is the nearest finishing line? Is it the one at the top, which is resistance, or the support? Of course, you guys will say that this resistance level is the nearest one, because look at the difference, look at the gap between the current live price and the resistance. So what we need to see here is, we need to see if the price actually breaks above this area and give us once again some kind of a candlestick. Yeah, if I see some kind of a bullish candlestick pattern on this area somewhere, that means there's a high probability that the Bitcoin will keep going up. Okay, but just in case, like in this scenario, if we see over here, when the price came all the way up here and then gone down, this is a shooting star candle. Once again, candlestick patterns, very important. If you knew it, what is a candlestick or what is a shooting star means, you would have easily sold the Bitcoin from here and, you know, catch a little bit of momentum. However, this is against the trend, but as I said, there are millions of ways to trade the same pair. So that's why I'm saying, if you knew the shooting star, you would have gone for a little bit of risk for a sell position. Same thing happening here. This is also very similar to this one, but we still don't have the proper confirmation yet. If the next candle looks very strong, very bullish, so might we see that the price, because of this big shooting star candle, that it will come up somewhere down and then go up again. Why? Because the overall momentum of this pair is in the upside. So that's why the odds are in favor that most likely the pair will go up. We might see a slight drop somewhere around 117, 115, we never know. We are not the market makers, but somewhere over here we might see that the momentum will change again and you will see that the price will start rising again. And I'm not using any indicators here. Of course, indicators are very useful, some of them, not all. Some of the extra techniques, some chart patterns, I'm trying my best to explain you as a complete beginner. Because if I use the indicator, do the really high-fi kind of the analysis, it will become so much, you know, nasty on the charts that you think like I'm not understanding anything. That's why I'm trying my best here to keep the charts clean for you so that you understand every single move. So what we are expecting here, long story short, that if the price breaks the resistance level and give us some kind of a candlestick pattern, a bullish candlestick pattern over here, that means we can plan a long entry based on the correct risk management. If we see a rejection, which we are seeing right now, there's a probability that the price can go down and once again consolidate what exactly we have seen on gold. Okay, so this is what pretty much we will be seeing on Bitcoin in upcoming weeks. Even if I go on quickly 1 hour time frame, you can see how strong this candle looks like on 1 hour, which actually broke the resistance area. But then suddenly you see, because there are so many sellers waiting on this area to sell, the next candle did not had the same momentum like this one, and suddenly you see that the size of candles started to shrink, and this is a sign that the buyers are losing their strength, and that's why we're seeing suddenly red candles one after the other, and then the price is going all the way down. Okay, so these are so many tricks. As I said, that there are millions of ways of trading the same pattern, same product again and again, but what we are doing, we just keeping it clean by just using the support and resistance and the candlestick patterns. Okay, those who don't know, I really wish you guys good luck, because what you need to know is candlestick pattern, very important. Once you have the better understanding of these candlesticks, you can trade very, you know, confidently. You won't have any issues where you are seeing, am I going right or wrong? Once you start back testing this strategy, you will see out of 10 times, 7 to 8 times you will be seeing that this is actually hitting the right spot. And this is where you will get the confidence, and this is where you will start seeing, you know, some real momentum, some real gains, which will bring your interest in trading, and then you will become like a scalper, a swing trader. Depends on your style, depends on your, you know, time availability. So that's what pretty much I say is a very good idea, to keep an eye on both pairs. And once you have a solid connection, once you have seen what happened in the upcoming weeks and what we have discussed right now, if the price does go in that kind of a direction, that means you have learned something really valuable, and all you need to do is back testing back testing and back testing. This is all you need to do, pretty much it. So with this, I will wrap up the analysis session and we will go back to Q&A. So what I'll do is I'll stop sharing my screen, and now if you guys have any questions, definitely I'll take. There is one question as soon as I just stopped my screen. I saw from Shahzad, is there any WhatsApp group where you can get some kind of signals? Okay, so we don't do signals, as you know, because signals, as I just exactly explained, let's just say somebody says you or I say you to buy here, yeah, suddenly tomorrow there is a war happens, yeah, and all the market crash. What will happen? You will lose your money. And what you will say, oh, but my mentor said to buy it, nothing will happen. So this is what happens. That's why signal is a big no. Okay, do not rely on signals. Always learn yourself, learn the concept. Yeah, always learn the concept, and then even if you are losing money, at least you are trying yourself, not you are giving your money to somebody else and he's losing it for you, if you know what I mean here. So always make sure, of course we have channels, we have a Telegram channel. I will be, and my team will be sharing the link after the webinar with each and every one of you, where you can see the updates like this, what we just discussed. So our Telegram channel, do not forget to join that one. It's very useful and we post there daily, 2 to 3 times in a day. You will see some really useful analysis which will also help you when you are doing your back testing. So I hope, Shahzad, I answered your question. Is there any other question? Okay, Shams Burhan, how find liquidity in the charts? Okay, liquidity, a lot of people don't exactly know what this means. That's why I was not trying to use these words, liquidity, volatility, or retracement. Liquidity is hidden on demand and supply zones. Now demand and supply zones are exactly like support and resistance. Okay, all you need to do is you just need to update your knowledge. Once you understand the concept of support and resistance, you will see that where is the demand, where is the supply, and this is where the liquidity is hidden. You will not find the liquidity in the middle, where I said no man's land. If this is the support and this is the resistance, you will never find in the middle the liquidity. Liquidity is always nearby the support area and the resistance. So I hope I answered your question well, Shams. Any other questions? Let me see. Yes, I'm looking at my chat, I'm looking at Q&As. Feel free guys, any more questions, because this is the time, this is the golden time. The big difference between a YouTube video and a webinar is, after the YouTube video, only thing you can do is you can type in the comment section and hope and pray that the person who has uploaded the video answers. And if there are so many comments, the chances are very slim that you get the exact answer of your query. But in the webinar, I'm all yours. Okay, you can ask me so many things, whatever you want, and I will answer you. That's why I always make sure the last 15 minutes we have, 10 minutes we have is for the Q&A, where I can solve all the queries. So let me see if there is another question. Okay, somebody is sending me his contact number for the Telegram. Thank you. Yes, definitely after this session, my team will definitely add you on our Telegram channel. Thank you for your information. And yes, we will. I will take a, I will note down these details, and then of course Naeem, we will contact you. So that's done. How to deposit? Deposit, very sweet and simple. You guys who are new, joining us first time, once you go to the platform, actually let me share my screen quickly and I'll show you, because it's not that difficult that it will take really long. I can show you within minutes. So this is what you're seeing. Can you guys see my screen? Thumbs up once again. When you go here on my funds, you click here on the deposit. This is what you will be seeing here. This is a local bank transfer. This is deposit via credit and debit, and this is deposit via crypto. So of course, whichever method you think like this is the best, these are all the relevant details you need basically. So make sure you don't make any mistakes. We have already attached on the right hand side the information needed. All you need to do is just fill this out. Now a lot of people do get confused that this select account, is it their bank account or what is it? It's not your bank account, this is your MT5 account number. Okay, so this is all you need to put here, is your MT5 account number, and then rest of the details, you guys are smart enough, you know what you need to do. Once you have done the deposit, take a screenshot, load it over here, and we are all good. At least we know the confirmation is there, and we'll make sure that we take care of the rest of the things. We can go back again. Same thing with the deposit card, sweet and simple. I know you guys all do online shopping, so let's not go into so much in depth. And then the deposit via crypto is always selecting your network, the amount, submit the request. This is instant. You all know how it works once again. So all these methods are very sweet and simple. Instantly you will see your money as soon as you deposit, so there's no problem at all. So let me just stop sharing my screen. I hope I answered your question. Please add me on the Telegram channel. Okay, that's fine. I can see a lot of demand for the Telegram channel is rising. I'm noting down the names. Don't worry, after this, not only people who are asking me, whoever joined the webinar today, my team will be sending them the link tomorrow, and they will all have the access of the Telegram channel. Slippage is very high. Okay, slippage is completely, sometimes what you see is when the markets are volatile, your spread becomes quite wider. That doesn't mean this is an excuse. Only thing what you need to pay attention is on what instrument you're trading. Some instruments are high in volatility, that's why you see slight slippage over there, but it's not like that it might be a massive difference like this. It might be a difference of this, but this is completely, once again, normal. It happens most of the times when there's a high impact news comes out. Otherwise, on a normal time, you will see there's no problem of slippage. Maybe you can put the Telegram link in the chat so all of us can join. I would love to, but I need to dig in, and what I need to do is I need to log in. That would be a really long concept again, and plus there are a lot of other channels as well. But what I'll do is, definitely it's a good idea. If I had this link ready straight away, I would have put that, but definitely my team will add this. Yeah, Telegram, definitely. I can see Telegram requests are pumping up, and believe me guys, this Telegram is really useful. Let me see if I can. There you go. Can you guys see the link we just posted on the comment section over here? Just give me a thumbs up if you guys can see. You still cannot see? I just posted it over here. Yes, fantastic. Okay, I want all of you guys straight away click on this link, join the Telegram channel, and you will receive the updates on daily basis. Okay, we do once in the morning, once in the afternoon. Any high impact news comes out, we always make sure we keep you one step ahead so you know what's happening in the market. Okay, any other questions? We still have a few minutes left, so I don't mind taking another 1 or 2 final questions. Otherwise we'll wrap up. I believe that's pretty much it. One final question, anyone? 1 minute before I wrap up. It's always a good idea. How much should we start with? Now this is a question I feel like I answered in every single webinar I have done so far. I think I've done 7 to 8 webinars in last 3-4 months. Every time this question comes up, and every time I answer the same thing, that there's no right or wrong amount to start your trading journey with. It's always about, you know, that how much consistent you will be and what end goal results you're looking for. Goal where you are planning, let's say, to make $1,000 by the end of the month. Of course, $100 are not enough. You need to make sure that you at least start with somewhere between $700 to $1,000, because see, like this, from $100 making 10%, which is what, $10, is very easy. Okay, but with just $10 making 100% is very difficult. So if you're thinking with a low amount you can make thousands of dollars, that is a very wrong perception. Can I start with $2,500? Fantastic amount. I'm not gonna say it's amazing, but it's still a very decent and good amount as a beginner. Okay, if you are a beginner, $2,500 is a decent amount for you to start. Why? Because you're giving yourself enough room, meaning enough margin, that even if you are taking trades and your first 1 or 2 trades doesn't go according to the way you wanted them to go, you still have enough capital to make a comeback. But if there is an account with just $50, with just $20, 1 or 2 bad trades, and that's it, your game is finished. So that's why it's very, very important, and especially when you guys are all in your learning phase. You are not a pro trader, you are not experienced, you don't trade on daily basis. So that's why lower amount, that means highly it's gonna end up in a losing side. Many websites says you are a scam. How can we check? Okay, The only question I would love to answer this thing is because there is sometimes there are people, they're looking online and seeing, oh, where am I putting my money? If it's going to be a scam, or will I get my money back or not? So the best answer for this, guys, is always to check the regulation. We, 9X Market, is a regulated broker. Our license is from FSC, which is from Mauritius. Okay, this is something, if you just go on Google and type, you will go to the FSC's website. You can check by putting the 9X Market's name there on their register, and you will see each and every single information about the company. Not only the 9X Market, anything who is regulated by FSC, you can always put it over there and you can find out that is this company a regulated company where I'm putting my money or not. Okay, so it's a very simple thing. A lot of people don't know, that's why they get scammed, they don't trust easily. But that's the problem. If you have a little bit of knowledge about the licensing, you will never have this issue. So license is the key. Always go with a company who holds good regulation license, and we are FSC regulated, so that would be a fantastic thing for you guys without any fair deposit. I believe one last question before we wrap up. Where were you for so long? I was resting, you can say. As you all need a vacation, I also needed a vacation, so I made a lot of profit. That's why I was a nice vacation. Nothing else I will say, but I will be back. Now I'm back, so more consistently we'll be doing the webinars, and yeah, here I am with you guys. That was an unexpected question, that's why I didn't know how to answer this. But yeah, I believe that's it, guys. Is there any withdrawal restrictions? Okay, this guy, I think you really want to know everything. Definitely I'm calling you tomorrow morning. Okay, withdrawal, no problems at all, no restrictions. As soon as you put a withdrawal request, we process our withdrawal request for our clients 3 times in a day: in the morning, afternoon, evening. So of course, whatever time in between you are, if you are putting around 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, of course it will be processed when we are doing the afternoon one, and you will see shortly your money is there. Okay, same thing around the evening time, you will see we'll process your withdrawal around the evening, and you will see over there. Overnight you might see the next day when we do the process of the early morning, 9:30, 10 o'clock, then you will see your deposit, but it's always safe, secure, and you will receive it. Okay, so I believe that's it, guys. Thank you so much for joining. It's always a pleasure hosting a lovely audience like you, and at the next webinar we will be doing a lot of useful things. So I really want you guys not only come by yourself, but if you have friends, family who wants to learn, they are not sure where to go, bring them in, because this is completely free. We are not charging you anything. These webinars are free. Once they see these kind of live sessions, they will see that how much momentum is there, how much big market is there to capture. So their interest will be there, and of course it will be fun for you guys to trade together with your loved ones. So with that, I will let you guys go. Thank you so much once again, and I will see you guys in the next webinar. Take care. Bye.